Hello there. My name is Joe Todora, and I'm a graduate student here at East Stroudsburg University in the Exercise Science program. Currently enrolled in the master's program on the thesis track. Future goals include to finish my coursework and finish my thesis and obtain my master's degree here in the field of exercise science. Beyond that, my future goals are to work in the field full-time in the discipline of exercise science. Subdisciplines that I'm interested in include exercise psychology, health and wellness promotion, epidemiology, sports psychology, and strength and conditioning. So today I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to demonstrate and go over the barbell lift and dumbbell lift. In addition to that lift, I'm going to go over a variation of the big step and the small step with that barbell lunge. So a little bit more on the lunge movement. It's a lower body lift. The primary move here is the gluteus muscle group. Secondary movement is the quadriceps muscle group. Key points that I'm going to be going over during the movement that I'll be talking about include to instruct the athlete to keep an upright posture, slow and controlled movement, to maintain his balance. Also, so once he starts the movement, to inhale and take a step forward, keeping the trunk as straight as possible. Next, lunge until the front thigh is horizontal to the floor or slightly less, and then exhale and return to that initial position. So a little bit about the athlete performing the lift. The athlete performing the lift here today will be John Snyder. John is currently a strength and conditioning assistant here at East Stroudsburg University. He's also enrolled in the master program. He's working on his thesis too, finishing up here soon. So currently he works with several different sports teams here at East Stroudsburg. And his training status right now, John is currently recreationally active and is a former competitive swimming, soccer, and lacrosse athlete. So let's go over. When this lift would be used or likely to be used in a training program, an emphasis on the lower body for the day or on a full body workout, or perhaps a split training routine. Again, these are just guidelines or recommendations. They don't have to be followed this way. So the lunge lift is primarily using the lower half of the body. Again, primary mover, the gluteus muscle group. Secondary mover, the quadriceps muscle group. And that's not to say there isn't also abdominal activation as well, but primarily lower half. So let's go over some appropriate loads and volumes. So this wouldn't be a super heavy load like your back squat. It's going to be a fairly light load due to the stress placed on your knees from sustaining most of the body weight from holding that barbell on your back. And movement depends on a strong sense of balance. So then again, it's recommended that you work with lighter weights. You don't want to go super heavy with this. And back to the video, the load for the small step was a little bit too heavy for John. And probably the big step too, but you could definitely tell he looked uncomfortable there. So this movement you could definitely tell that John struggled with his posture and keeping that upright posture. You could clearly see the difference between the big step and the small step. A little bit more information about John. He's currently dealing with some muscular soreness and some muscular stiffness in his low back and around his knees. So props to him for helping me out in doing this, even though he's dealing with a little bit of pain. Again, let's review and go over some of the key points that we talked about for the lift. Make sure you want to have that upright posture, slow and controlled movement, maintain your balance, and then again, some of the steps, inhale and take that step forward, keeping the trunk as straight as possible. Lunge until the thigh is horizontal to the floor or slightly less. Exhale and return to that initial position. And also, where would you want to position yourself as a coach or an exercise professional teaching someone how to do this? You want to do it from a side view, either a side view in the sagittal plane or a front or a back view in the frontal plane. You could possibly also do this in a transverse view if you had access to a tripod or something like that overhead, but it's not really necessary. Well, it's not absolutely necessary. The crucial view is of the side view in the sagittal plane and the front or back view. You can find a lot of different pore form and mechanics from there. So I'd like to thank you for taking your time out to check out my video demo on the barbell lunge, and we'll see you again soon. Until next time, thank you. Have a good day.